we need to talk. And not just the surface talk. I'm talking full volume, full transparency, full emotion. Because right now, the season is in motion. The trade deadline looms, and one name keeps coming up in every whisper around Big D. Mazi Smith. Yes, that Mazi Smith, the first-round pick, the promise, the interior defensive tackle who was going to help anchor the star on our helmet back where it belongs. And yet, here we are debating whether the Cowboys are open to trading him. That's heavy. That's serious. And that means we're at a pivotal moment. Let's start with the truth. The Cowboys' defense hasn't measured up. The offense gets headlines, the star power, the big plays, the flashy touchdowns. But defenses win championships, and our defense has delivered too many gaps, too many vulnerabilities. Inside runs gouging us, opponents standing tall in the pocket. And when a first-round DT, one we believed in, is involved in talk of leaving the roster, that tells you the situation is broader than any one player. It's an identity crisis. It's a reset signal. Now, the reports. Sources say Dallas appeared to be open to dealing Mazi Smith. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport pointed it out. That's bold. A team rarely contemplates moving a former first-rounder unless trust is low. Fans, coaches, front office, they've got to believe change is necessary. And that means we must examine why. Why might Dallas move him? Let's break it down. Smith was drafted in 2023, 26th overall. Expectations were high. He had the size, the college production, but the transition to pro, it's been rough. In 2025, he's been inactive 3 times already. Coaches say he flashes, but not consistently. Run defense, not elite yet. Pass rush, quiet. The internal evaluation, severe. So when you pair that with the fact that Dallas already added other interior help, think of veteran Kenny Clark, think of locking in Osa Odigizua, what you're seeing is a front office that's planning beyond hope. They're planning for action. Imagine this scenario. Dallas trades Smith. They receive draft capital, perhaps a younger starter or 2, perhaps picks. They use that leverage to address real need, maybe an edge rusher, maybe a dominant interior run stuffer. The ripple effect, the defensive line becomes deeper, more disruptive, more true to Cowboys football. The offense doesn't carry every week. The team becomes balanced. Suddenly, we're not watching a good offense and a shaky defense. We're watching a championship threat with both sides humming. But let's be honest, there's risk. A lot of it. Moving on from a first-rounder so soon, that signals one of 2 things. Either the player didn't develop, or the scheme, team environment failed him, or both. For fans, it stings. You believed in him. You rooted for him. Now, you might see him gone. And if Dallas misuses the assets or doesn't upgrade, the move could look like a surrender rather than a step forward. Here's where the narrative matters. If Dallas trades Smith and upgrades smartly, they win big. If they trade Smith and get little, a late-round pick, marginal talent, they lose optics and potential. So I believe we're watching a gamble, a calculated gamble. The front office knows the offense is ready, the weapons are there, the coaching staff is stable, the window is open. The missing piece, a defense with teeth. Smith's exit might just be the door opening for the return of that defense. Another angle, Smith's value. Moving now means teams might view him as a developmental asset. His value might never be higher than it is this moment, when he still has youth, team control, and the potential that got him drafted in round 1. Waiting could cost Dallas. The longer they hold on, the fewer teams have interest, the less value they extract. Analysts say the time to act is now. Let's take a breath and look at the emotional side. For the fans, for the locker room, for the culture. When the Cowboys signal change, when we talk about moving players, reshaping the roster, it either energizes or fractures. It tells the players we're not content. It tells the fans we're prioritizing winning. But it also demands transparency, communication, results. The hype won't carry us. The past won't revive us. The future must earn us. So let's bring it home. Cowboys Nation, I ask you this. Are you ready for this move? Are you willing to say goodbye to Mazi Smith if it brings larger improvements? Are you ready to see the front office push the chips in, go big on defense, and match our offense stride for stride? Because I believe they can. I believe they will. The pieces exist. The moment is here. And this talk of moving Smith, it isn't weakness, it's clarity. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you're still in the fight. And if you want every rumor, every trade possibility, every roster shakeup, subscribe to Cowboys Nation Report. This is our team. This is our moment. Let's shake the house. Let's rebuild the wall. Let's get the star back where it belongs, on both sides of the ball. Let's go Cowboys!